Alright, I was supposed to care about how I look. So I said I would be back in an hour to explain what was going on. It seemed like there was a huge focus on making sure I didn't get back within an hour to create a sense of fear. Also, as suspected, the mask took its opportunity to just do whatever it wanted anyway, under the impression that it could say weird actions caused by drug abuse and not by the intention to create a image to attack me with. Noticed yesterday, almost in a narrative way, that I'm forced to see my neighbor's Ring camera in a way that's supposed to threaten me for acting absurd in the time that I warned that I would. So all that being said, it's this weird experience of everything around me saying that I'm wrong, kind of being held back, pushed harder against, and all of it saying that it means that it doesn't matter whether I was right or not, because most of the time I'm being pushed so hard that I can't even say what I want to say. I have no opportunity to respond to the situation in a fair way to actually indicate who I am, rather than just some sort of trick of just forcing me into a situation where it looks like I'm what I'm accused of being regardless, right? And it says all this thing, there's all of this to just suggest this image and suggest that people are going to believe it no matter what. Like, even me making that mistake and talk while speaking right now is an attack on my image, because it gives the opportunity for unorganized, illogical, undisciplined, illiterate comprehensions, the inability to keep myself pieced together enough to talk effectively, articulately, without there being some sort of mistake or flaw. And at this point, the mistake or flaw that exists is only there to be called out as a suggestion that there's still something wrong with me, rather than anything that can be proven. Every single thing that was challenging me was only a question. It could not make a long-term sustainable argument about what this was. It can only suggest that there was a question I needed to answer right now, and because I can't answer it right now, it's right about something that it won't say. Once again, I didn't make it back in that hour, so the weed got me. I'm lazy. It's ruining my life now. That's what happened. He couldn't keep up. It got him. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I even noticed in my paranoia that I go through this weird thing. I go through this weird situation, this paranoid situation in which I'm certain, hold on, I'll show you. I'm certain that this bottle has been opened before I drink it. But the next time I see it, the bottle doesn't look like it's been tampered with. And the bottle that I want it does. The bottle that I want it looks like it's been tampered with. And it's almost this thing of proving that I don't have a choice by forcing me to make a decision that I didn't want to make anyway. And stating that because I didn't keep going, or because I didn't believe in what I was saying about mass, because I didn't choose to keep to drink the one that had already been tampered with, that it's either an insult to the person who drank it by claiming that I don't want their saliva, or B, proof that I don't believe in what I'm saying and won't just keep going even though I know the mass is illogical. What this is pretty much a poison attempt. It's not a poison attempt yet, but it's an attempt to practice a future poison attempt, in the sense that it forces me to argue with the idea that because I'm saying that what I want is already happening, because it's still the most logical thing, because it actually attaches itself to sustainable arguments, that because I won't still drink something after it looks like it's been tampered with, or for a reason that looks like it's been made to either say that I'm unhealthy, illogical, or something, if I don't keep going through with what I want, then it means that I accept what the mass on the surface is doing is more real than what I say. And so what this is an attempt to sort of keep me in this prideful level, in a state in which you guys are still trying to get to this point in which you just say, no, that's what it looks like, and he can't answer this question, so that's what it is. You're trying to get me to be steerable, push me into having a manipulatable ego here. So you got me to drink this instead of the one that I wanted. Now, either I'm a coward for not continuing to say that what I want is real even when it's not happening, or finally got me. You can manipulate me into doing things that I don't want to do. You got my choice. Oh no, you won the dark psychology game.
Can I have this?
Yeah. Also, I noticed YouTube, which isn't just YouTube, it's still everybody, right? Takes the opportunity to sort of watch these programmings that are that it just seem as if she's just watching them for her own interest, but they're also making accusations that are close to my character, not in a way that actually defines me, but in a way that's suggested and says that it already knows enough that it doesn't need to argue with me. But also me calling it out is just, it's a trap because she's just watching the video with her own interest. She's watching a video and my reaction to it must be some sign of some sort of guilt or some knowing about my sickness that I don't want to admit, a refusal, a denial. And you got me, my reaction to these videos prove that I've got some sort of insecurity here that I won't deal with or some shit like that. Another YouTuber sits there and makes accusations about character, but he's just making a YouTube video about something that has nothing to do with me. If I call it out, I need to call it out effectively while they're unwilling to listen to anything I have to say. I'm catching them, but I'm not catching them because they'll just deny it and I can't prove it any further than what I'm saying right now. Still paranoid at this point, still paranoid. The whole point being, what I didn't want to happen anyway happened anyway, and I just had to deal with it, even though it hasn't actually happened. It happened where I couldn't see it, but it didn't actually happen where I couldn't see it, because if I say it happened where I couldn't see it, I'm paranoid. But if I don't acknowledge that it keeps saying that it happened, then it can actually happen on me if I'm not paying attention. I don't know what else to say. I think I did it though. It's pretty much like this. You are losing the entire time, but you don't have a reason to be. It's just suggested that you are, and that you're so stupid now because you're high that we don't even have to respect you. I don't even have to respect you because I'm so high that it's like, oh, we told him not to smoke. Wait, he made himself easy. I don't even have to fucking show him. No, fuck that. He's stupid now. And it's like a lot of confidence in that. And if I keep going, I'm paranoid. If I don't keep going, well, we told him and he must have accepted it. So yeah. So the only options are to knowingly ingest poison sometime in the future, and it won't actually be poison. It'll just be a metaphor for the situation, and it's a metaphor for the situation because you're creating the ability to say that this form of manipulation happened, and that because it happened, it can happen at a greater extent, especially if I couldn't define it. Now, if I wouldn't have been able to define this thing, where obviously I would want this, I made several comments about dark soda in the past. So I would obviously go for that more than I would dark soda. This seems to also win the argument about if you have to choose between lottery tickets that have 3 different colors, that the lottery ticket that you choose indicates a preference towards a color, rather than the idea that because you have the intention to choose the lottery ticket and they come in different colors, that the color you choose is more important than the fact that you were going to get a lottery ticket anyway. This seems to defeat that argument by suggesting that, see, he still has a preference though, doesn't he? But it also suggests that I'm not willing to do what I want. It's convoluted. It doesn't make a compact point. It just makes a suggestion that it won't talk all the way through. And here's the thing. It says that talking is like some trick. I'm just getting to my conclusion. If we're gonna talk, you're gonna listen to what I have to say until I'm done, and I'm not gonna listen to you because I realize that you're always saying everything until it makes sense. If I say what I want, it'll eventually make sense, and you'll just have to accept it. I figured you out. No, you didn't. You just don't want to fucking, you just want to say your ideas and then close your ears and then say that because you haven't been altered that you're right. You got no strategy here. I still have enough mass. I'm still betting correctly. You'll just say that I'm winning from distances I can't see. Oh no, I'll just say that. I'm getting happy birthday now. That means someone's giving up, but they're making it seem like they respect me. Okay. But yeah. All these things are happening, and the way these arguments are won, they're not suggestions. It's just the idea that people just kept going, even though they couldn't explain what they were doing outside of just asking a question that they themselves don't seem to have an immediate answer for. I'm repeating myself, so that's an illogical thing. It's irrational. This video is a waste of time. I'm bored. You're bored. This video isn't interesting enough. It isn't describing it effectively enough. It isn't doing anything for you. It just sounds like I'm ranting. I'm crazy. Okay. I feel like this argument wasn't made distinctively enough, but it's not that it wasn't made distinctively enough. It's that it was sort of avoided in a way that it can be suggested that my not saying it in a compact way means I don't have it comprehended. But also that was just like a denial and avoidance on the part of the argument being made. So once again, the soda that I choose in this situation is an indication of a preference. I would have chosen the orange soda, which would have been a preference within that situation, because while the goal is to drink soda, I also want to actively choose a flavor of the soda rather than just having the goal to drink something. I could just drink water. There are water bottles here. If the goal was just to drink something, then eventually whatever liquid was around, and we're not talking about a fucking cup of pee or no shit like that. We're talking about anything bottled, anything, okay, I was gonna say PDA approved, I was gonna say PDF approved, I was gonna say FDA approved. So the whole point is I made a mistake, I'm stupid, it doesn't matter why I made that mistake. That's the whole point of this, and we're not talking about it, that's just what this is. Answer this question, you can't, you lost.